Tonight's talk will be given by Nirantara, Dasa Prabhu, disciple of Srila Prabhupada, visiting us again tonight. And as you must have heard, Ramapati just mentioned it, today is a special day. Today is the appearance day of Advaita Acharya. Some don't know a lot about Advaita Acharya, but Nirantara Prabhu will speak about him tonight. Hare Krishna.
This year I have been starting my lectures with this prayer that Prabhupada wrote when he first arrived in America. And I explain my reasoning is because for me it puts me in the right mood. Prabhupada writes in his Nectar of Instruction that the mood, the mentality of the devotee is very crucial. So this puts me in the right mood. My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. I know your causeless mercy can make everything possible, because you are the most expert mystic. O Lord, I am simply praying for your mercy so that I will be able to convince them about your message. The words of Srimad Bhagavatam are your incarnation, and if a sober person repeatedly receives it with submissive oral reception, then one will be able to understand your message. But how will I make them understand this message of Krishna consciousness? I am very unfortunate, unqualified, the most fallen. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them, for I am powerless to do so on my own. Somehow or other, you have brought me here to speak about you. Now, my Lord, it is up to you to make me a success or a failure as you like. O spiritual master of all the worlds, I can simply repeat your message. So if you like, you can make my power of speaking just suitable for their understanding. Only by your causeless mercy will my words be pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their hearts, they will certainly feel engladdened. And thus they will become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life. O Lord, I am just like a puppet in your hands. So if you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance. Make me dance. O Lord, make me dance as you like. And I saw some nice dancing during the kirtan coming from a certain section of the temple room. Very, very nice. I see that you all became fired up by your Sankirtan. That's the nature of Sankirtan. It is enlivening. So, as it was said, the appearance day of Sri Advaita Acharya. So, in ISKCON, we chant 2 Mahamantras. The primary Mahamantra, you know it better than your cell phone number. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. At least you should know it better than your cell phone number. But then there is another Mahamantra called the Panchatattva Mahamantra, which we are to recite before kirtan, before chanting. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jayas Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So, this is known as the Panchatattva Mahamantra, the 5 specific truths concerning Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Advaita appears as the 3rd. On Friday, you will be celebrating the 2nd, Nityananda. And then, early in the month of March, actually, I think it's March 2nd, we celebrate Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gaura Purnima, the most blessed day. So in the Panchatattva, the first 3, Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, and Advaita, are known as Vishnu Tattva, in the category of Godhead himself. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna. Nityananda is Balaram. And now we're going to find out who is Advaita. So if you are ready to go deeper, sit properly and repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. All right. So, in our movement, as taught by Srila Prabhupada, we understand Lord Chaitanya and the Panchatattva through the teachings of the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. The author of that book, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in the beginning made his statement of purposes, or you could say his mission statement, in 14 Sanskrit shlokas, even though the entire text is written in Bengali. The first 14 verses, the preamble or the mission statement, those are Sanskrit. 6 of those pertain to Lord Chaitanya. 5 pertain to Nityananda. And now, in 2 verses, Krishnadas Kaviraj will help us to understand Sri Advaita. Vande tang Srimad Advaita Acharyam Adbhuta Cheshtatam Yasya Prasadad Agyopi Tat Swarupang Nirupayit. Perhaps you could repeat after me. Perhaps we could do that. I offer respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita Acharya, whose activities are all wonderful. And by his mercy, even a foolish person can describe his characteristics. So here we see how that we have, oh, very good. That means I've got you. Hey, 3 bells for me. I'm doing my job. So here is the equalizer. Generally, we think, or we understand, that in order to be erudite, in order to be meticulous, you must be educated, literate. But here, Krishnadas Kaviraj is saying, no, If you get the mercy of Advaita Acharya, you may be a fool, still you can glorify the Lord. Second verse. Mahavishnur Jagat Karta. Okay, wait. Okay, you guys are ahead of me. All right. Good. All right. Let's do it. Mahavishnur Jagat Karta. Mayaya Sujati Adaha. You guys are really advanced, my God. Yeah, I go to temples, they'll never be able to do that. Here comes the tricky line, okay. Tasyavatara evayam. Advaita Acharya Ishwaraha. And I really hear the front row here. Fired up. Give yourselves a hand. Beautiful. Okay. Keep it going. Repeat. Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. So this is actually the first. The other verse I chanted, that was the introductory shloka of the chapter. And I know Dravida was just waiting to tell me that at the end of class. But he's lost his voice. He's been doing too much chanting. So he cannot speak. So you're off the hook for tonight. So this was actually the first. Now comes the second one. Are you ready? Yes. All right, students. Advaitang Harinadvaitad. Acharyang Bhakti Sangshanat. Bhaktavataram Ishantam. Advaita Acharyam Ashraye. I'm really impressed. Really, really. Please repeat. Because he is non-different from Hari, the Supreme Lord, he is called Advaita. And because he propagates the cult of devotion, he is called Acharya. He is the Lord and the incarnation of the Lord's devotee. Therefore, I take shelter of him. So, this is things that we're going to be speaking about today, Friday, and on Gaur Purnima, because it is a fundamental principle that if it's not understood, then you will not properly understand Lord Chaitanya and his mission. So you have to understand. Now this is very, very high understanding of spiritual knowledge. The Lord is always in the superior position, the one who is to be served. And we, the living entities, we are, I'm not going to use the word created, but we are manifested from the Lord in order to render service. Now, some people, when they hear that, it grates them. Servant? I don't want to be a servant. Neither do I. Nobody would. Yeah, because we have this material conditioning of being a servant. But these items I'm going to explain will help you to understand that it's okay to be the servant. So let's hear how Krishnadas Kaviraj helps us to understand. These two lines are Bengali, so you can correct me if anybody. We have any Bengalis in the room? So you critique. Please critique my pronunciation. I will take it in all humility. Krishna Das abhimane ye ananda shindu kokti brahma sukhan nahi tara eka bindu. So, here it is. The conception of servitude to Sri Krishna generates such an ocean of joy in the soul that even the joy of oneness with the Lord, even if multiplied 10 million times, could not compare to even one drop of it. So, this helps us to understand that if you take this position voluntary of seeing yourself as Krishna's eternal servant, which is our constitutional position, that understanding, that acceptance, no other happiness can compare to it. It says here, even if multiplied 10 million times, even liberate oneness, no. There is a song by Bhakti Thakur where he says that as soon as you accept the fact that you are the eternal servant of Krishna, all miseries go away. Just by understanding, just by accepting that. So, this is the first big bullet item, breaking news. Like I know you don't, but there's this thing called television, and they have news shows. And even though there's some blah, 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 at the bottom they have, what is it called, a chyron or something? Yeah, and that tells you, breaking news, somebody died or whatever. So here's the breaking news coming from the spiritual world. The conception of servitude, there's nothing better. Let's continue, because he has some more. So, yes, this one. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj gives us insight to how Advaita Acharya is thinking in his role as Advaita Acharya. Remember, he's originally Mahavishnu himself, but he's taken this role, expansion. So how is he thinking? Love for Krishna has this one unique effect. It imbues superiors, equals, and inferiors with the spirit of service to Lord Krishna. So, Prabhupada writes that if you are sincere in your hearing and chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. If you are sincere and you're really connecting with the holy name, the symptom will be that you will have a natural service attitude or inclination. So that's how you can, like, I remember one time in India, somebody came to the temple there in Vrindavan, and he was some kind of Kaviraj. So he tested my pulse, and he said, "Oh, you got this. And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yes, I can tell just, I don't know, that this. I'm sure some of you have had that experience, right? In India, somebody, they test your pulse and they can tell. So yes, this is how to test your spiritual pulse. If you have this attitude, let me do some service for Krishna, that means you're nicely chanting, you're nicely hearing. Okay, let's go on, because there's some other big headlines. Here it is. So, in this particular section, Krishnadas Kaviraj, through the words of Advaita Acharya, explains that this taking on the position of being Krishna's servant is even attracting or attractive for God himself. That is Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, as I said, is actually Krishna. So he's naturally the enjoyer, the predominator. But he also knows that there is a higher pleasure than being God. What is that higher pleasure? Being the servant of God. Yes, so here is the statement. The position of being a devotee. A devotee means you see yourself as servant of God. That's what it means to be a devotee. The position of being a devotee is higher than that of equality with Lord Krishna. For the devotees are dearer to Lord Krishna than his own self. This is one of a billion reasons why I love Krishna. There are so many things about Krishna that I love. Here is one, that he considers his devotees greater or dearer than himself. What a conception. Lord Krishna considers his devotees greater than himself. Now here comes something that is applicable for us, tangible. The sweetness of Lord Krishna is not to be tasted by those who consider themselves equal to Krishna. It is to be tasted only through the sentiment of servitude. So here is the key. The key here, you want to actually taste how Krishna is the sweetest of the sweet. You want to taste Krishna's holy name so that you become intoxicated and you can't give it up. If this is what you want, then this can only be tasted if you have that sentiment of servitude, which is why Lord Chaitanya tells us in his Shikshastakam prayers, Trinadapi sunichena tarar iva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. We are told, we are instructed, always consider yourself meek and humble. Be more tolerant than a tree. Offer all respects to others, and don't worry, don't be concerned what others are doing with you or treating you or thinking of you. No. In this way you can chant, you will develop this mood of service, and you will actually taste. That is the key. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, there is this fundamental line, Parang dristva nivartate. We all have experience of material pleasure, material happiness. We all have experience. You come up, you come down. You're happy, you're sad. Just like the stock market. One day, you got 8 billion, and then the next day, it got wiped out. They took it away. That's material happiness. You're happy today? Just wait, just wait. The day will come. I'm singing the blues. Yes. That's material pleasure. It's limited. It's temporary. It doesn't fulfill you. Sometimes you may go to a place, you may be invited to eat somewhere, but sometimes it happens that you eat and you feel, I'm not satisfied. So you can't wait to go home and snack on your favorite whatever it is. That's material life. You're never going to be satisfied. But spiritual happiness is completely different. Completely different. What did Prabhupada tell the hippies in the early days? Stay high forever. That clicked. That they liked. Yeah. Prabhupada even said to the early devotees, imagine a room full of LSD. Because back then, I know, back then that was the big thing. There were even some cults that were preaching LSD is God. I had one sister of a girlfriend. She was trying to preach to me like that. I was thinking, go away. Anyway, Prabhupada said, imagine a room full of LSD, Krishna consciousness, the happiness of Krishna consciousness. Even that can't even compare to one little microscopic speck of spiritual pleasure. Can't be compared. So, parang drisva nivartate. So in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Krishna is instructing Arjuna that you should try to develop the higher taste. We have a lower taste. Material sense enjoyment is the lower taste, which we just explained. Material happiness is limited, temporary. It goes like the waves of the ocean. But there is a higher taste. That higher taste is spiritual happiness, ananda. But how to get that? Because you still have that lower inclination. That's still there. So, two things have to happen. First, cold turkey. You have to give up material sense enjoyment. And then try to engage in these transcendental spiritual activities. Now, it won't take long. Otherwise, you would not have seen me here. The reciprocation from Krishna is quicker than you can even imagine. If you sincerely say to Krishna, from this day, my Lord, I am your eternal servant, and I'm giving up this material sense gratification. I'm giving up illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, gambling, all this maya. No more. I'm simply going to engage in hearing and chanting your holy name, your pastimes, like that. You will start to get a higher taste. It will happen. I'm living proof. I am living proof. If you had seen me in 1972, you would think, that guy? I even have pictures. I'm not going to show you. But this Krishna consciousness, it works. It's scary how it works. Because it's real. It's not hocus pocus. It's not pie in the sky. It's for real. Just like how many went on the Sankirtan party? So, did you not taste something? Did you not? You all came back. The temple room became like a light bulb. Javida and I were here and like, where's everybody? There's not. Then you guys came in and you lit up the whole temple. Yes. So, Jai, Balaram Maharaj is here. Jai. Jai, Jai. Jai, Jai. So, this week is a very, very auspicious week. Very, very auspicious. So tomorrow begins Bhishma, what is it? Bhishma Ashtami. That's how Bhishma Ashtami. Yeah, I know, but I'm breaking it into two words. Bhishma Ashtami. Bhishma is one of the Mahajans, one of the 12 authorities on the science of love of Krishna, Godhead, the absolute truth. And his teachings are there in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. When the Mahabharat war is over, Yudhishthira is supposed to ascend through the throne, but he's hesitating. He rejects it. He feels that he does not really deserve it because so many millions of people died in the war, and he feels responsible, culpable. And Narada comes, Vyasadeva comes, his brothers come. Even Draupadi tells Yudhishthira, snap out of it. What is this? You want to take renunciation? You won the war. Why are you hesitating? And even Krishna tried to cheer up Yudhishthira, but nobody could get through. Nobody. They tried. Finally, they got through. And it was Vyasadeva who actually convinced Yudhishthira to give up his so-called renunciation. But Yudhishthira still needed some guidance. So Krishna said, yes, come, we will go see Bhishma. And Bhishma was lying on his bed for days and days, a bed of arrows, a bed of, not these adjustable beds, no, a bed of arrows. And he had been there for days and days. So Yudhishthira came, and Bhishma Dev instructed him all kinds of knowledge so that Yudhishthira would feel worthy and enlivened to assume the kingship, the emperor. And my favorite, there are many shlokas, nice shlokas, but my favorite is when Bhishma told Yudhishthira, O king, nobody knows the plan of Lord Sri Krishna. One may be a rishi, a muni, sadhu. You may be a great mystic. No. Nobody can understand the plan of Lord Sri Krishna. So he said, basically, what you should do is simply accept your lot in life. Accept your position. You are now the appointed ruler. Take up your responsibilities. Do everything nicely. You are Dharmaraj. You are the son of Yamaraj. You are religion personified. No better person could be ruling the earth at this time. You have everything at your disposal. Now, take up your rightful duties. And then, after instructing Yudhishthira, Bhishma Dev could understand that it was now time to give up his life, because he had received a benediction from his father that Bhishma, you will die only when you want to die. Wouldn't you like that, huh? You could call your own shots. That was Bhishma. He could die only when he decided. So he understood now was the time. And then, because Bhishma was great devotee of Krishna, Mahajan, Krishna came to Bhishma's deathbed, stood at his feet, and Bhishma gave up his life heirs looking at Krishna. Last week, I was giving a lecture in Los Angeles, and I was saying in the lecture that how do I want to die? Not now, in 50 years. But how do I want to die? Not on the 5 freeway driving home. I want to be giving lecture. Krishna! What do you think? Will you bless me? Chant Hare Krishna and bless me. In 50 years, or if the world blows up before then. Okay, so then on Wednesday we have Holy Ekadashi, which is meant to increase our faith and devotion in Govinda. Then Thursday, Varaha Dwadashi, the appearance of Krishna in his form as a transcendental boar. And there is a very nice verse in the 5th canto which explains something very important, which also ties in with Lord Chaitanya. Om Namo Bhagavate Mantra Tattva Lingaya Yagya Kratave Mahadvaravaya Mahapushaya Namaha Karma Shlukaya Triyugaya Namaste. That word, everybody say, Triyugaya. Here is the translation. This is by Mother Earth. She is praising Krishna in this form of Lord Boar. Mother Earth was rescued by Varaha. She was lying at the bottom of the universe, and the Lord came in this form, scooped her up, and restored her. And actually in the Puranas it says that by the touch of Varaha, Bhumi became pregnant and gave birth to a son who was later killed by Krishna. But that's a story for another day, not today. So, O Lord, we offer respectful obeisances unto you as the gigantic person, because in the story or the history, Lord Brahma felt like he had to sneeze, and something came out of his nostril, and it was the size of a thumb, a little boar. But then it started to expand and grow to cosmic dimensions. Then Lord Brahma and the demigods could understand, yes, this must be Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan, coming to rescue us as well as Mother Earth. So he was the gigantic person. Simply by chanting mantras, we shall be able to understand you fully. That, my friends, is the essence of our whole movement. I'll say it again. Simply by chanting mantras, and we have our Shloka Acharya sitting here, so he can tell you that simply by chanting shlokas, he is going to understand Krishna fully. Yes, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You are yajna, sacrifice. You are kratu, the ritual. All ritualistic ceremonies of sacrifice are part of your transcendental body, and you are the only enjoyer of all sacrifices. Your form is composed of transcendental goodness. Here it comes. You are known as Triyuga because in Kali Yuga you appear as a concealed incarnation, and because you always fully possess the 3 pairs of opulences. So, in the other yugas, the Lord appears in his godlike form of Vishnu Narayan. But in Kali Yuga, not only God, the original God, Krishna himself, takes birth as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's God But as I explained at the very beginning, taking the role of a devotee, because we said at the outset, the conception of being a devotee is greater, and there's more happiness in that conception compared to even being God. So God himself wants to taste that nectar. It's very similar. Lakshmi ji, eternally on the chest of Narayan, she even has her mark, Shri Vatsa, the curl of hairs. So she's eternally there. But she voluntarily goes to Narayana's feet to massage and render service. Why? She also wants that nectar that the devotees taste. That's the taste the devotees get. The nectar of Krishna's lotus feet. The nectar of Krishna's holy name. So concealed incarnation means Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, is God, but he's coming in a disguised form as a devotee. Actually coming in the mood of the greatest devotee. Greater than even Lord Shiva, who is known as the greatest of the Vaishnavas. But actually the topmost devotee, her very name means that the one who worshipped Krishna better than everyone, Sri Radha Thakurani. Radharani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Yes, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna coming in the mood of Srimati Radharani, even taking her golden complexion. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanu Sute Devi, Pranamami Hari Priye. Golden complexion. Now, so Varaha's appearance day is Thursday, and then Friday, here you will be celebrating Nityananda, Ram. Yes, he's also Ram. Prabhupada points out, when we say Ram, right, up there, Hare Ram, some people think, oh, Raghupati Ram, Ramachandra. Some devotees think, no, Balaram. He's also Ram. And Prabhupada even said once, and some devotees consider Parashuram. But then there's a fourth, Nityananda Ram. Yes. Everybody say Nityananda Ram. So Nityananda Ram is actually Balaram, just as Lord Chaitanya is actually Krishna. Both come in disguise as devotees, and they are part of that Panchatattva, which we sang at the very beginning. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Everybody, Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So the Panchatattva, they are like an army, and they have come on a very special mission. Their mission was to execute the desire of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You will hear on Gaur Purnima, I'm sure. Dravida Das, do you usually give the Gaur Purnima lecture? Anyway, generally we understand, as is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Lord Chaitanya, or shall we say, Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya for personal reasons and general reasons, or external reasons. So the personal reasons I already hinted at, that Krishna wants to understand who is Radha, what is her emotions, what is her position of service, what does she experience when she serves and loves him. So that's his personal reasons. But the external reasons was to give the greatest gift. The greatest gift is called prema, love of God. That is the unique gift of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's giving the greatest treasure, prema dana, love of God, love of Krishna. And not only that, he doesn't charge. Not only that, nobody is restricted. Anyone, everyone is entitled to experience love of God. So this Panchatattva, the members of the Panchatattva would go out, and whether someone was fit or unfit, or whether someone was high or low, whether one was sinful or pure, or whether one was whatever, didn't matter. No qualification, no disqualification. Everyone is entitled to taste this highest nectar. You just have to come in the vicinity. Just by coming to the temple. Say you just come to the temple and you're just like this. That's all right. You're getting brainwashed anyway. The sound vibration is going there whether you like it or not. But you will get more benefit if you vocalize, vituperate, and chant with us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So simply by hearing and chanting the holy name, simply by hearing and chanting our sacred scriptures, especially Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, simply by submissive, Prabhupada said it in his prayer, simply by submissive oral reception. That's it. You just have to be submissive and receive the transcendental gift. Thank you very much. I think I'm scheduled for what they call Stupid Bowl Sunday. I think that's my next visit. Thank you very much. May Krishna bless you, protect you, maintain you, and thank you very much. Hari Bol. What's that? Oh, yes, Javeda. So we have time for a question or two. I see this always happens. My lecture is so perfect, there are no questions. I handle every angle of vision conceivable. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you for oh, you have a question.
You were explaining about the Hare Rama.
What? Wait. Okay, say it in the mic. What?
I was a bit confused. Like when you were explaining regarding the Hare Krishna, Hare Rama mantra, and who is Ram there?
Yeah, so either one, any one is fine. So whether you think of Ram or Balaram or Parashuram or Nityananda you're good.
No, Parashuram, because this Hare means keep the sense of
Hare
Radharani.
means-
So Radharani may be Sita, so Ram.
Yes, but Hare simply means the spiritual energy, the transcendental spiritual energy. So if you're saying Ram is, if you're thinking Lord Ram is the Ram, then Hare becomes Sita.
Yeah, but Hare means energy. Energy means Radha.
Trust me.
No, I'm trusting.
If you, I know I hate that
confused.
expression. It's overused. But my understanding is, so when we say Hare Krishna, Mother Hara is the transcendental pleasure potency. So Lakshmi is also transcendental pleasure potency. What do you mean no?
Energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Personified.
Yeah.
Okay? So someone who thinks Hare Ram means Lord Ram, then it becomes Sita Ram.
Yeah,
Okay?
correct.
And
I
if
agree.
it's whatever, okay?
I agree, yeah.
Huh?
I agree now.
All right.
Thank you.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Hare Krishna.
I think